Hey, it's Liz. I'm putting together my travel video for when I went to Cadaqués, Spain. I went there to photograph my Salvador Dalí lips couch inside Salvador Dali's house with the Ring of Doom, because that is what I do. So I didn't get much footage of the town itself because I was just reveling in the whole amazingness of the entire endeavor. But here we are inside Dolly's house. This is what you see right when you walk in the door. So right when I get there, I plop the lips couch down, plop the Ring of Doom down. The tour guide looks at me, looks away. I don't know. You just gotta run with it, you know? But the main thing that I got out of this whole experience was that this house is so absolutely amazing, and this is how we can be rewarded if we decide to go all the way with our creativity. Because you can't really get more all the way with your creativity than Salvador Dalí. You know, I mean, anteaters and all kinds of weird stuff. But this is actually inside his studio where he actually made his art, and I absolutely love all the tiny details of this place, like the paint, all these little radios. Are you kidding me? Look at that little bulbous 8-track player. But one of the things that's the most exciting about this room is that it has the rolling easel that rolls up and down through the floor, so you can sit in one place and paint the whole damn thing. Absolutely awesome. Someday, studio goals. But this is an unfinished painting that he abandoned in 1982 when his lady Gala died. He lived here with his wife Gala, who he stole from Paul Eluard shortly after he met Gala the first time. Which is, I learned that while reading all the Dalí books that I cut up before I came here. But this is Dalí's bedroom. They had birds in a cage, which I always associate with kind of scary people. But from my research, I found that Salvador Dalí was probably a pretty scary dude. If you actually talk to him for a while, he's got some questionable beliefs for sure. But I'm glad that he was able to find some peace by turning his broken heart into art, like the rest of us. That lady was cool as hell. This is a room that had like an echo effect inside. It's like, how fun would that be to fill this room with all the weird, amazing people that Dalí would have filled his house with? Gosh, and the teddy bear. Sheesh. But this is like the kitchen area, which they had lined with all these photos of Dalí and Gala meeting all these interesting people throughout their crazy adventure of life. It's like, what a life they must have had, you know, because they just went for it. Gala, from what I've learned about Gala, she was just a total badass. You gotta be pretty badass to allow yourself to be painted naked in so many paintings. If you've been paying attention to what I've been doing with my MF Dalí project, I've been cutting up the characters that Dalí has in his art and kind of doubling them to give him an alternate reality is what I'm calling. But the first thing I did was cut up all the weird characters that were non-human, and now pretty much all I have left in my possession to cut up are naked images of Gala. So we'll see if I do that. I don't know. It might be funny to make her dance with stop motion animation, but we will see what I do next. But can you believe this yard at Dalí's house? Man, this view of Portlligat I've seen so many times in so many of the paintings that he's done. It was just absolutely amazing to be able to see him in person And if you've ever looked at much of Dali's art, you'll know that this piano seems to appear in many places, and may have actually been humped by another piano in one of his paintings. So check that out if that's what you're into. But look at this patio where his pool is. I really love imagining who Dali would have at his pool party, and what they would wear, and like what their drinks would be, and what their snacks would look like. Like, could you imagine a Dali snack layout at a pool party? I mean, he might not have done it himself, but I have a feeling that there would have been some sort of Dalian flair to it all. One of my favorite things about Dali's pool area is that he has so many fountains. At some point, I'll make a Ring of Doom video where he goes back in time and goes to a pool party at Salvador Dali's house, but I'm still overthinking what his voice will be, so here I am making a travel video. Most of the the footage I have of me is pretty much exactly like this. Just me going to set up the Ring of Doom, making some adjustments. I love this Pirelli fountain lit couch area so much. One of my favorite photos from the trip was definitely taken right there. But thank you so much for watching my travel video. I can't wait to make more of these, and I know I'll do better every single time I make them, and I will also get braver with everything I do. So there will be more of me on these videos. But thanks again for watching, and enjoy this moment of zen with a Dalian swan fountain.